does some awesome head bashing, and the mage who has the power to roast monsters alive.
So how did the ratings come out? I'll tell you what the boys in the hood thought. While the story may be happening, the graphics are most definitely not. All in all, we gotta say that, well, they're pretty average. Just like in Wizardry 1, the tunes get pretty repetitive after spending some time in the depths of all those mazes. Now, what we like is the challenge. The game takes an average of 150 hours of gameplay time to complete. Wow. This is not a game for the impatient or lighthearted, but if you do like to take on a major gamer project, go for it. When it comes to an awesome role-playing game, Wizardry 2 is actually one of the best around. We just wish that maybe the designers had spent as much time on the graphics as they did developing this totally cool story. You must agree with me, B-Man.
Yeah.
We are in total agreement. Oh, man.
Yes.
What are these? Nice. Oh, this is the best time. Atari is back in the arcades with a happening new game called Road Riot 4-Wheel Drive. Let's check it out. With sizzling graphics of the cars, crowds, ambulances, and the animals, Road Riot 4-Wheel Drive puts you behind the wheel of a killer 4-wheel drive vehicle with a simple objective: beat the computer, or you're Bud in a race that takes you through tough terrain and terrifying tracks.
Right on. Doesn't sound tough now, does it? Now, the drive's not as smooth as it might seem, particularly when you introduce the stun gun into competition, so check it out. You take your aim at your competition here with the stun gun. You slow the dude down with the direct, okay? Now, while you have to whip your way through the selectable tracks in one piece, gotta tell you that you just gotta go for a crash scene every once in a while, like so. Ah, totally awesome. And besides, when you live through a crash, you get this bonus play at the end of the game. And winning allows you to go to the next round free of charge, but if you don't finish first, have another quarter ready, because it's going to kind of cost you, bud.
Oh. Now, there's one feature I haven't told you about just because I'm into saving the best for last. Road Riot 4-Wheel Drive comes with a rump thump. You heard me. That means you can actually feel the shakes, the rattles, the rolls you encounter during the course competition in your seat and in the steering wheel. It's very tough. You like that?
Yeah, rump thump, I dig it. Now, Road Riot 4-Wheel Drive should be in your local arcade now, so check it out and bring your quarters, because you're going to need them, bud.
Woohoo!
You're on, buddy.
Yes.
You're on, rock and roll.
Hi, I'm Mike McReynolds from Aurora, Illinois, and I finished Ultimate 2 Avatar for the Nintendo.
Hi, I'm Randy Green from Marysville, Michigan, and I scored a fantastic score of 104,020 on Splatterhouse on a TurboGrafx 16.
Hello, I'm Calista. I live in Aspen City, Tennessee. I finished Super Mario 3 for my Nintendo.
Whoa, major league scores, dudes. Your GamePro subscriptions are in the mail. You can't win unless you sit in.
GamePro, we'll be back.
Whoa, hold up, pal. It's time for me to head down and take a bite at SWAT World. And if I got it right, I am going to be doing some serious submarine time.
Submarine time. You better be careful, okay? Because there's a lot of scary things in the ocean, bud.
Hey, come on. What could happen to me? All right, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Whoa. I see what he means. Maybe I could catch a plane instead.
Well, maybe you should just take a tube, dude.
Ah, good plan. All right, later.
Secret weapons and tactics.
Whoa. Nice wave, dude. One of my favorite movies in the past year was The Hunt for Red October, and I gotta tell you, I enjoy the Game Boy version almost as much as the movie. Here's a tip that'll increase your firing power big time. During the stage where you see the map of the Atlantic Ocean, push the A and B buttons down at the same time. Now, while holding down A and B, hit up, then down. When your game begins, your game log will show 25 missiles. Not bad, huh? Let's run that one down again. During the stage where you see the map of the Atlantic Ocean, push the A and B buttons down at the same time. All right, so far so good. Now, while holding down A and B, hit up, then down. And when that game begins, the 25 missiles are yours. Surfaroo. Here's one for that NES classic, Faxanadu. Now, if you've been playing Faxanadu like I have for a long time and wish you could figure out how to finish the game, check this out. It's as easy as the following password. Capital B, Q, question mark, capital U, N, question mark, comma, capital G, capital M, M, capital Y, X, capital U, capital Q, H, period, capital C, capital E, capital I, capital Q, G. Okay, enter this password and tell them what they've won, Don.
You've won the rank of Lord, a Dragon Slayer, a battle suit, and a battle helmet. You'll also receive a Sapphire Elf ring, a Demon's ring, a magical rod, and 8 red potions. JD?
Thank you, Don. Now, with all that stuff, you can't help but make it to the end of the game. Good luck. Let's run that one down again. Capital B, Q, question mark, capital U, N, question mark, comma, capital G, capital M, M, capital Y, X, capital U, capital Q, H, period, capital C, capital E, capital I, capital Q, G. Now, as you know, dudes, we've got Game Lab spies everywhere, so we can get the scoop on what's happening now and what's going to be happening in the future. So watch your backs. Well, one of our spies managed to get a hold of a super sneak preview of the SNES game Rocketeer based on the Disney movie. Now, remember, this game is still being worked on even as I talk about it, so it is truly the early word.
Hush, hush, my friend. Now, this game is designed to have 5 episodes. Each episode represents a level, so check it out in the graphics. The first episode, Cliff Secord's trusted bud, Peavy, gives our hero Cliff a few awesome airplanes to try out, including the Mondo Cirrus X3. And we also get to quickly check out this rocket pack in a man versus machine race. Now, what Cliff does not know is that hanging out inside the hangar is this Nazi SS officer and the Nazi Rocket Man. Bogus dude. Yeah. So now, these dudes are waiting to grab Cliff and his buds, and of course, the rocket pack. And that takes us to the next level, where the Nazis grab Peavy, Jenny, and the rocket pack, but the Cliff Man gets away. He's a stud. Then you take over control as Cliff, and you fight off Nazi rocket men. If you succeed, you'll regain control of the rocket pack, and then you'll swear to use it to save Cliff's girlfriend, Jenny, and his best pal, Peavy. So, Cliff takes off after the Nazi fighter plane, the Locust. That's where Jenny and Peavy are being held captive, okay? On this level, Cliff succeeds in freeing Peavy, but Jenny remains a prisoner of the Nazis inside this enormous-looking Zeppelin. It is massive. I speak the truth. So, now Cliff and Peavy have control of the Nazi Locust, and then you fly to the Zeppelin. And they gotta dodge all these, like, armored flying tanks, and they got these air mines coming at them and missiles, and then if you make it through level 4 alive, you can get on board the Zeppelin and head off in search of Jenny, yeah!
Wow, that is quite a story. Now, there's one final level we haven't showed you yet, but hey, there's got to be some surprises. Start looking for this game to hit the store soon, and stay tuned to GamePro for reviews and tips on this awesome new game cart.
If you want 30 extra lives in Gradius 3, don't move!
Hi, this is Daniel Garrett from Valencia, California, and I know a good tip for Gradius 3 for the SNES. When the title screen appears, press down and then left, and then press A 3 times on the control pad, and then start the game, and then you'll get 30 extra minutes. Check it out.
That was a most excellent tip. You know what? You've got a GamePro TV coming, and it is on its way. You know it.
You're stoked, bud.
Absolutely.
That puts us on pause for this week, absolutely. So don't forget to send in your questions, tips, game scores, and all that stuff, those questions that, you know, that are kind of tough, and keep these Game Lab gang here sharp. Get gutsy. Here's the address. GamePro, P.O. Box 1678, Venice, California, 90291.
And only he can say it, all right? We'll check you out next week on GamePro. I'm J.D. Roth. Peace to ya.